If you're moving to Red Deer, Alberta, you're probably wondering what it's like to live here. So in this video, we're gonna look at what it's like to live in North Red Deer. What's happening, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Dillman. This is Living in Central Alberta, guys, and on this channel we break down everything, and I mean everything related to moving to or living in the entire Central Alberta corridor. So guys, if you want to see more videos like this one, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell so you're notified every time I put out a new video. And guys, as much as I love making these videos, I am a licensed real estate agent in the province of Alberta. Would love to help you even more with your real estate needs. There should be some information showing up on the screen right now, guys. You can use that to reach out to me any way you like. All right, with that being said, let's get into the tour of North Red Deer. All right, guys, for simplicity's sake and the sake of this video, today we're going to look at everything on the north side of the river. Now let's start by looking at some of the pros and cons, guys, of living in the north end of the city. For starters, pretty much the entire north end of the city, the residential area, it's surrounded by industrial areas, and a lot of people tend not to like that. You can see on the map that I'm showing you right now with the residential area being in red and all the black being the industrial areas, pretty much engulfs the entire north end of the city. There is also, guys, a train that runs along the north side of Kentwood and the north and west sides of Johnstone. So, I mean, obviously that can add some noise to the neighborhoods. And I'll show you some drone footage of those train tracks later on in the video, guys. And also the north end of the city, guys, it's an older section of Red Deer. So a lot of the homes are older. There's a wide range ranging from like 1900 all the way up to 2000, but most of the homes are built in the 70s and 80s. Now, because of all these reasons, guys, there hasn't been a lot of development in the north end of the city over the last 10 years. The south end of the city has been getting all of the love, which means that most of the good shopping, the better mall in Red Deer, which is Bauer Mall, Costco, Best Buys, Lowe's, Home Depot, all that stuff is on the south end of the city. So you will have a little bit of a commute when you're gonna go obviously shopping in these places. However, guys, there still is some great options on the north end of the city. You still have Parkland Mall, which has some decent shopping. There's the regulars like Walmart, Canadian Tire, and there's the wholesale club for some bulk grocery options. North end of the city is set to get some love, guys, with a new development, a new master plan community called Haslat Lake. It's going to be located just north of 11A and just to the east of Highway 2. And it's going to be one of the only communities, guys, or the only community that's built on an actual natural lake in Red Deer. Everything else is built on man-made lakes. And it sounds like they have a lot of awesome plans up there, guys. Municipal parks and trails. They have a big emphasis on parks and trails and community up there. There's going to be things like restaurants, medical centers, and obviously residential areas. So the north end is going to be getting some more love, guys, which is good news. But for the time being, the city is growing south, and the south end of the city is getting the most love. And finally, guys, one of the bigger cons, I guess, and this one is obviously a super touchy subject, but if you look online and you look at the statistics, and this is something that you guys can search yourselves, don't just take my word for it, but the north end of the city tends to have more crime. Now, do I think this is warranted? Yeah, I think it is. In my opinion though, the north end gets its bad rap from 2 to 3 neighborhoods, guys, and even certain sections of those neighborhoods. Do I think it's fair to say that the whole north end of the city is bad and it's full of crime? Absolutely not. I still think there are some absolutely great neighborhoods in the north end of the city, guys, great places to raise a family. In my opinion, and I know I'm gonna get in some arguments in the comments about this, obviously there's some high profile crimes that happen everywhere. Red Deer's had theirs as well, and they get their huge media coverage. Everyone knows about them. But for the most part, guys, it's a lot of petty crime. And it's not just in the north end, it happens in the south end as well. I used to live in Vania East, and if I left my truck door unlocked, there's a chance you're gonna get your stuff stolen out of it. So a lot of it is petty crime, guys. You have to make sure you're being diligent, keep your doors locked, lock up your garage. But for the most part, go look online, guys. You can see all these statistics for yourself. I think the north end gets a really bad rap because of 2 to 3 neighborhoods. All right, guys, now that we got some of the cons out of the way, let's look at some of the pros or the good things of living in the north end of the city. Number one of the best things, and a lot of people move there for this reason, is the affordability. Now, homes tend to be more affordable on the north end of the city. Your dollar is going to work a lot harder for you. That same home on the north end compared to that same home on the south end is generally speaking, going to be less expensive. And I know I talked about how the industrial areas are a bit of a con when you're living in the north end of the city, but what that also means is that a lot of people work in these industrial areas. So if you're living in a northern community or northern neighborhood, you're gonna have a shorter commute to work, which is super important to some people. And I find the north end of the city, guys, to be nice, very quiet and kind of very peaceful. I know there's less people living up there than in the south end of the city. And despite having all of the industrial areas that surround it, when I was out shooting footage for this video, I just found it really quiet, just a little slower paced up there. All right, guys, you've taken into consideration all the pros and cons that we talked about. You're living on the north end of the city. Let's look at some fun things you guys can do with the family and the kids. One of my absolute favorite things to do, guys, yes, mine as well as my kids, is to head up to the Treehouse, which is located just adjacent to the Kentwood neighborhood. Now, I don't know where places like this were, guys, when I was young, but man, this place is so fun, guys. I love going there. It's basically an indoor playground with a huge, like, jungle gym / tree fort, or I don't know, like just this huge indoor playground that the kids can climb on. There's a little rock climbing wall. There's a spot for the little kids, the little tykes. You can rent it out for birthday parties, guys. There's an arcade. It's just a ton of fun, guys. Kids are gonna love it there. Definitely a place that you're gonna wanna check out. All right, guys, another great option, and if you wanna get outdoors, is to go check out Discovery Canyon. Now, this is a really cool natural river, guys, that you can rent tubes and float down. You end up floating into a little wading pool. There is a nature-themed park for the kids to play in. And there's also a concession there, so if you guys need to get some food, there's that option there too, as well as it's right next to the Riverbend Golf Course, guys. So if dad is feeling a little bored, you can hit up a round of golf. Now, if you're looking for parks and trails and to get out for a walk, guys, obviously the best trails and park systems run along the Red Deer River, so you're not too far away from things like that. I would give the advantage to the south end of the city for being a little more walkable, but there is the 3 Mile Bend Dog Park, which is located in the north end of the city, which is a very pretty, very scenic dog park, guys, so a great way to spend the day as well. All right, guys, let's take a look at some options if you're looking to stay fit, you're looking to stay active. One of the more popular centers up on the north end of the city is the Dawes Center. There you're gonna find swimming pools, there's a gymnasium there. I play a lot of pickup basketball there, so it's really good for that. There's also the YMCA with a ton of different fitness programs there as well. The skate park is right outside of it, which is popular with a lot of the young kids. And one of the most popular gyms, I should say, if you're not looking for things like that group setting, like say, for example, like CrossFit, but if you're looking for just kind of like a regular gym, one of the more popular gyms in Red Deer is Good Life Fitness. And that's located on the north end of the city in Parkland Mall, guys. It's a massive facility, guys. I think it's only a couple years old. A lot of people are going there. It's got this little ninja obstacle course. Just a really great option, guys. And the membership prices there, guys, are super affordable. There's also Planet Fitness. This is way out in the Holiday Inn off 67th Street. But For the most part, Good Life Fitness on the north end, plus all those big centers like the Dawes Center or the YMCA, they're gonna be your best options for you if you're looking to get active. Now let's take a look at some restaurant and food options on the north end, guys. We have the Keg, love the prime rib there. There is the Ranch House, Mojave Grill. There is State and Main also up just north on 67th Street, just north of 67th Street. There's actually two in Red Deer. I personally think the one on the north end is way better than the one on the south end. South end. And guys, there is this awesome, authentic Italian bakery slash cannoli shop right beside Booster Juice on 67th Street, guys. It's called Sweet Capone's. Man, the cannolis, I've never had anything like it, guys. I swear the last time I went there, I became diabetic. So definitely check them out, guys. You're not gonna find cannolis like those anywhere. All right, guys, let's look at a couple really good options for neighborhoods in the north end of the city. In other videos, we've looked at Oriole Park West, we looked at the Pines. But before we go, let's take a look at Kentwood and Johnstone. Kentwood, guys, it's a great neighborhood. It borders the very outskirts of the north end of the city. Couple quick cons, it does border an industrial park and there is a train running along the north side of the neighborhood. But really nice, quiet neighborhood with affordable housing. The median home price up there was $344,000 so far this year. Homes range from about 1987 to early 2000s. But again, a really quiet, a really peaceful neighborhood with lots of things to do. There is a disc golf course there, guys. I don't know if you've ever played it before. I never have. I actually had to look it up when I was researching for this video. But it looks like a lot of fun, guys. You basically have to throw these discs or frisbees into this kind of chain basket and a certain amount of shots, just like golf. So super fun option there. There's also the Treehouse, guys, that's pretty much right in the Kentwood neighborhood. So a really great family-focused, quiet neighborhood, really good option. All right, guys, let's take a quick look at Johnstone. And it's even more affordable than Kentwood. The median home price so far this year is $323,000, which is really, really affordable. It's a little bit newer of a neighborhood. Homes range from 2000 to 2012. There is lots of parks and stuff for the kids there, guys. Again, super quiet neighborhood despite bordering Edgar Industrial Park. And again, guys, the train does run along the north and the west side of Johnstone. Now, station number 5 for the fire hall, guys, is up there. And I don't know if I mentioned this in other videos, but I'm also a fireman for the city of Red Deer. It is super close to the railroad tracks. And I'll be honest with you, until I was doing the research for this video, I didn't even realize there was railway tracks there. So I don't live there, so I can't say for sure, guys, but when I was at the fire hall in Johnstone at Station 5, I didn't ever hear the train. So I personally don't think it's that bad. Something to check into before you do decide if you want to live there or not, guys. But Kentwood, Johnstone, two really great neighborhoods, two great options in the north end of the city. Alright guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please hit the like button, click that subscribe button, and smash that bell so you're notified every time I put out a new video. And guys, as always, as much as I love making these videos, I love helping out even more with the real estate needs. I am a licensed real estate agent here in the province of Alberta. We have a team that covers the entire Central Alberta corridor, all the way down to Calgary, guys. So use this information showing up on the screen right now. Would love to hear from you, would love to help you and your family out. And I will see you in the next video.